Well, hello YouTubers, how you doing? CJ here. I hope you're keeping well. Okay, first of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to all my new subscribers. Every couple of days I do check, and they just seem to go up and up, so a big thank you to you. Okay, so I wanted this to be a little different, but we're not yet complete here in the new location. And where is the new location? Right here. This is going to be my permanent home for CJ's den. As you can tell behind me, the main man is right there, because he always has my back. Get it? And I'm going to give you just a little, I can't say a really, I can't say a tour really, but, you know, this is the new CJ's den at the moment, because there's a lot more stuff to go up. So, there we go. Got some pictures here. I'm going to turn it round. So I've got my whiteboard. I've got my Graceland picture there, as you can see. If I turn, I've got my, oh, there's my comb. Yes, it's a pink comb because it's off my daughter, so it brings me good luck. There's my laptop stand there, laptop with my mixer, my speaker, my mic stand. There's some things down by here that's got to go up. But yeah, and this year, oh yeah, I forgot about my TCB license plate there. Well, you can't really see that, can you? See if we can get a bit closer. I've got my Elvis there. Let's see if I can take you outside a second. Follow me. Whoops. There we go. My TCB logo and the Elvis there. So it's all coming together, bit by bit. I did expect to have a lot more done by now, but it's been I've had a pretty few emotional months, to be quite honest, and I'm still going through a lot health-wise. I'm just waiting, hopefully, to get the results that I really need right now in my life. Okay, anyway, I won't go into all of that. Let's get into today's video, shall we? Now, I wanted to do it so that everything was up, but you know, we've been working on things so much recently. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, as they say. But I want to start off by showing you a box set that I showed you before. Because I want to give a big thank you shout out to my good friend Andy Gard. He reached out to me as... Got to make sure I got that name correct here. Sorry a second. Let me just pause the video to make sure I got that name correct. Right. A big shout out to my mate Andy. He reached out to me because he saw my video where I showed you the box sets, and he reached out by saying, CJ, I've got a box of the Complete 50s Masters, and it's yours if you want it. So he reached out to me and he asked me my address, and I gave it to him, and he sent me it. So now I've got the box with the hype sticker. Okay, so Andy, a big shout out to you, my friend. Thank you so much. Thanks to you, I now have all the sets with the hype stickers on. God bless you, my man. Okay, now when I was doing the last video on the Elvis box sets, I explained about the reason why I bought Collector's Gold. And I've had a few emails recently saying, well, do you have the double feature soundtracks? The answer is yes. I showed them in my early videos, which I did explain in my other video, but in my last video, or last but one, should I say, on the Elvis box set. But people have been asking me, you know, can you do a video on them? I'm quite surprised that, you know, there are so many, but I say there's so many fans. I'm guessing the younger generation, really. There's so many, you know, the younger generation is getting into Elvis that really don't know what's out there. And my videos are pretty long. So, I mean, this is going to be a very short video. It's not exactly as I planned it, but I said 100% there would be a video. And here it is. So, the first double feature, because I've got these in order, the first double feature CD that came out was this one here. This is Harem Holiday and Girl Happy. Now, Harem Holiday is also known as Harem Scarum. Harem Holiday is the European title, whereas Harem Scarum is the US title. So that's the CD. Because of where I am, I wonder if there's any reflections now. I wonder if I've got a good place to do them. So here's the first double feature CD, and it contains all the songs in the movies. Now, if memory serves me right, there was no bonus tracks on these double features, if memory serves me correctly. We'll probably know now as we go along, especially when I come to Clambake. So, because I haven't looked at these for a while, but this is Harem Holiday and okay, no, that's funny. So on the back and the spine and the front, it shows Harem Holiday. On the actual disc, however, it says Harem Scarum. So that's pretty strange, but there we go. So obviously you've got the booklet that gives you all the information about the double feature and about the songs. Same thing with Girl Happy. Some pictures there from the movies. Now these came out in a few formats. There was a selection that came out in a round steel tin, and there was also a version that came out in a round steel tin but on cassettes. So that's the first one, Harem Holiday and Girl Happy. Okay. The one thing I don't like about the soundtracks, I'll go into that as we go along. Well, actually, I can start now, really. They didn't do them in order, like the films in order. You know what I mean? So the next one is Viva Las Vegas and Roustabout. In fact, the original price is still on this one, and it's hiding the title, but I'll be taking it out to show you. Oh, maybe it's because of the brightness, I guess. I'll find the right angle. There we go. These are black discs. Wow, crazy. Again, I haven't looked at these in a while. So there's the discs. Oh, this disc anyway. It's got this sticker on the front, Elvis in the 90s. So it's got all the tracks. I'm just trying to work out, because Viva Las Vegas didn't exactly have an official soundtrack album. So this was kind of the first time that they got kind of put out as like a soundtrack album type thing. I mean, for Viva Las Vegas, there's 12 songs, but yet you've got Do the Vega, which wasn't in the movie, and Nightlife, which wasn't in the movie. You're the Boss with Ann-Margret, that wasn't in the movie. So, yeah, the soundtrack, some of the soundtracks, the songs were kind of scattered on compilation CDs, and well, say CDs, albums. So, like for instance, the songs from like Kid Galahad and Easy Come, Easy Go, they had EPs as soundtracks, the soundtrack EPs. But then if you want to get them on full, like 12-inch vinyl albums, you'd get them on compilations. Like there was a compilation called Easy Come, Easy Go with songs from the movie and from other films as well. There was also compilations like I Got Lucky, who had songs on there from Kid Galahad and Follow That Dream and so forth. So anyway, here's the front cover of Roustabout and Viva Las Vegas, or Viva Las Vegas and Roustabout in this case. But the movies wasn't put in correct order at all. You know, I mean, I wish they would do that though. Even though all the songs are released, all the movie soundtracks are now put out in various formats and different editions. It'd be great if they released a box set just of the movie soundtracks. And I know there is one out there, but it's not complete. It'd be cool if a complete box set came out. Do you know, I might just put my own together. But not just do it from the 60s movies, do it from all of them. From Love Me Tender all the way up to Change of Habit. But I wouldn't. Where some of the soundtracks have had like bonus tracks on them that weren't in the movie, I would do it so that it just kept to the songs that were in the movie, and maybe do the songs in the order that they were in the movies. Because I think that would be better. It would just give a more comprehensive look and detailed hearing of all the songs. And I know that, like for instance, Love Me Tender, there's a alternate sort of version that was like done, that was played at the end. I mean, that's all been released. So what they could do is just get everything and put it all on one set. Then you've got the next one, which was It Happened at the World's Fair and Fun in Acapulco. That one. So same sort of format. Now, obviously, these did have soundtrack albums, just like the first one which I showed you, which was Harem Holiday and Girl Happy. Roustabout had a soundtrack album. Viva Las Vegas was just an EP. And these are the covers for the soundtrack albums for It Happened at the World's Fair and Fun in Acapulco. So much on the back there. So these were great soundtracks. There's still a lot of people now that don't really like Elvis's movie songs. I love them. I mean, I love everything Elvis ever recorded, even the cheesy movie songs. So the style is basically the same. You know, you got the information about the movies and about the recordings, some information as well on the versions of the songs and stuff. Because there's a few movie versions that have never really been put out yet, like Rockahula Baby with the drums at the beginning. What I mean by that is where he starts the song and the lyric goes, the way she moves her hips are to her fingertips, well, I feel like a heaven bound. When she starts to sway, I gotta say, she really moves the grass around. Boot, doot, douche. You know, it's like a drum in the background, like a doot, douche. So when I did my backing track for it, I added those in. And there's also movies that didn't exactly have a soundtrack, which I'll come to as we go along. I mean, the one movie I can talk about is my favourite Elvis movie, Tickle Me. It never had a soundtrack because all the songs in that movie was all taken from previous albums. For instance, let's think. It Feels So Right. It was taken from the album Elvis Is Back in 1960. Bear in mind that the movie Tickle Me was made in 1965. So that's the soundtrack for It Happened at the World's Fair and Fun in Acapulco. So yeah, no soundtrack came out. It had like 2 EPs, but again, the songs were just the same versions. They're not actually the movie versions. So the next soundtrack, here's another example, Kid Galahad. Okay, so it never had a soundtrack album, but it did have an EP soundtrack. So on the back, you've got 6 songs from the movie Kid Galahad, and tracks 7 to 23 is from the album Girls, Girls, Girls. Now, what's good about this is that you get Girls, 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 which is the last song on you, and it's an end title version because it's slightly different to the main single as everybody knows it. Dirty Little Moonbeams, you got the 47 seconds, like a little intro thing, then you got Plantation Rock. So I just realised, excuse the grey hair, I'm due for a dye cut soon. Trust me, I just want to give a little shout out as well to my doctor because he's found my YouTube channel. Cheers, Doc. So again, same format on all the pages, giving you information about. Maybe I'll turn the laptop this way. See, I'm still trying to work all this out. There you go. The pictures from the movies. More information. The double features there. Tracks. So there's that one. So Kid Galahad and Girls, Girls, Girls. Okay, so yeah, the bonus tracks are not exactly. Well, actually, one of the bonus tracks are How Can You Lose What You Never Had. So some of the bonus tracks are featured on these CDs and some of them ain't. Because this is the next one, there's 3 soundtracks on here. You've got Kissing Cousins, Clambake, plus Stay Away Joe. Now, Stay Away Joe never had a soundtrack album, but again, it had a little EP. Now, this is what I mean about the order. Kissing Cousins, Clambake, Stay Away Joe. All done in different years. Why can't they do the soundtracks like one after the other? Do you know what I mean? That's what I don't get. I really don't get it. Like I said, I think I'm going to have to do my own box set. And I think I'll do it spot on as well, without blowing my own trumpet. But when I've got an idea in my head, if you've seen my previous videos, you know exactly what I'm capable of doing. So yeah. Maybe, yeah, look back on my videos if you want to know what I'm doing. Who's this? Messenger Audio, other user. Ever seen anything like that before? Other user. Well, I don't know who you are, so there we go. That's weird. Right, so if it's that important, they'll leave me a message. So there we go. 3 soundtracks. So yeah, I think personally, I think that I should do the box set myself. And you know something? I've got a great case to do it in as well. I could put all the actual box set together. I think I'll do that. Maybe I'll show it in my next video. What do you say? Leave a comment below and tell me what you think I should do. Should I do it or should I not do it? Okay. So again, same sort of format. But from this one onwards, the design of the front colours kind of changed slightly. Not by much. Because in between doing these soundtracks, there was another compilation album released. And that compilation album was the Essential Collection. And I don't mean volume 1, 2, 3, 4, what have you. Just a compilation of the hits. In a white cover. This double feature is Frankie and Johnny in Paradise Hawaiian Style. I wonder why they didn't put all the bonus tracks. Do you know what? Actually looking at these now, I've only stumbled upon it because on Planbake, one of the bonus tracks is Guitar Man, but yet Guitar Man's not on here. Wow, what amazing, excellent discovery. Not. Anyway, that's enough of Wayne's World. So, Frankie and Johnny and Paradise Hawaiian Style. Now, again, same sort of format. So, come on. I've really got to find out how to do this within a better environment. Or camera angle, should I say. Whoop. Missing a page. Don't want to miss a page. Even though you can't really see these tidy. I do apologize. I thought I had it sorted and sussed. I guess I was wrong. Hot damn. Okay, so that's Frankie and Johnny in Paradise Hawaiian Style. What do you think? Do you think I should do it? The master speaks to me. Okay. The next CD is Spin Out or Californian Holiday and Double Trouble. Again with a sticker on the front, Elvis in the 90s. Now all of these soundtrack albums, or these particular versions of the CDs, you can find in the 50 Elvis CD box set, as I explained in my last Elvis box sets video when I was showing the Collector's Gold box set. I was explaining about a certain song which is actually is on the next CD. You can find all these CDs in the 50 Elvis box set. But I no longer have that. Okay. So we got these. So I got them separate. And the only difference with the 50 CD box set is that the artwork's the same. You get the artwork, but they're numbered, and they've got things in here. That noise of birds on the fence or on the back. Won't be surprised if the seagull landed on my roof. Where's my gun? I didn't mean that. All kidding aside, no, I wouldn't do that. I'd have more fun chucking bread up at them. My wife comes up the garden, bread everywhere and seagulls in. What are you doing? And there's me sat on the bench. Feed the birds, top them. Yeah. Sorry, that's me going off the rail because I'm a bit nuts, you know. I've never really been sane. I mean, come on, I got married for goodness sake. Didn't say that. What am I on about? Get with it, Clint. Okay, so double features, Flaming Star, Follow That Dream, plus Wild in the Country. Now, these didn't exactly have, again, any soundtrack albums, but they all had EPs. And, well, Wild in the Country had EPs, that was what's, singles. And it was this one, really, that came into question before, because when, if you got this, you got the song Black Star. Black Star is on here. And when I sold the 50 Elvis CD box set, I kind of regret it, really. Wish I still had that box set, even though I got everything anyway. Still cool to have. Anyway, maybe I'll pick it up again at some point. Who knows? When I got rid of that box set, I had to buy Collector's Gold because Black Star was not on the CDs in the 60 CD set. I thought it would be on the bonus discs for the extras, but it wasn't. So I ended up getting and tracking down Collector's Gold. But that was the CD in the 50 Elvis CD box set. I wasn't going to show you the inside of this because really they're all the same, but do you know what? I've done it for all the others, so I need to try and find a way. I'll figure it out at some point. I'll figure it out at some point, even if I got to get another camera or something. Now, Wild in the Country is probably one of Elvis's most underrated films. You know, a lot of people have said, oh, you know, all the films are the same, different occasions, etc. Even Elvis did himself. But there were the odd films in the 60s that were really good and did stand out. Wild in the Country being one of them. Like King Creole, because King Creole is like voted one of the best Elvis movies that showed Elvis could really act. But films like Wild in the Country kind of gets forgotten about. And Flaming Star as well. I mean, he only sings one song in that movie, which is Kane and the High Scholar. I didn't say that correctly then. Now, it's a really good Western. And he really acted fantastic in that movie. And I mean, Elvis was a fantastic actor. I just think that the movies, I mean, he didn't like them himself, you know. He always called them travel logs, you know. I mean, there's reports and stories where he'd get a script, he'd read the first couple of lines and throw the script away, you know what I mean? But, you know, I do feel sorry for Elvis when it comes to the movies. But, I mean, I enjoy them. I mean, I grew up watching them, and I still enjoy them to this day. But Wild in the Country, if you haven't seen Wild in the Country, go and have a good watch of that. And then compare the acting as well with King Creole, because it's a really... I mean, King Creole will always be like a first-class #1 acting role for Elvis. I mean, the role was originally done for James Dean, and Elvis idolized James Dean. And in fact, Elvis's favorite movie of James was Rebel Without a Cause, and in fact, that's also one of my favorite movies too. But have a little look at Wild in the Country if you haven't seen it, because I think his acting in that is fantastic. Okay, so again, we have another soundtrack that didn't have a soundtrack album but did have an EP. This is Easy Come Easy Go, and the album that did have a soundtrack album was Speedway with Nancy Sinatra. So I mean, if they put Easy Come Easy Go for the soundtrack album included like they've done on here, like there's 10 songs, like She's a Machine, The Love Machine, alternate take 11, Sing You Children Sing, alternate take 1, She's a Machine, alternate take 13. If they did stuff like that, then I guess every movie could have had a full soundtrack album. You know, when you think of the outtakes. Maybe I've given certain people an idea there. It's not an idea that I'm doing though. So yeah, it's a pretty. This is more or less how the 50 CD box set is. Same sort of like design only, but there you've got the original Elvis Presley collection and the number, because every CD is numbered. I need to go take a drink. I think my throat's a bit dry. Right, let's see if I can. No. Do you know what? I'll figure it out for the next video, I promise. Because it's doing my head in. I'd like to be able to show you things, you know, and that's right. I mean, I said this is going to be a quick video. It's already at 30 minutes. Okay. So, Easy Come, Easy Go, and Speedway. So in Speedway, there was I think most of us Elvis tributes. There's a song in that movie, and if we've got a little daughter, we always used to sing it to her. All of us ETAs, I'm sure. I mean, I used to sing to my little girls when they were younger, put them to sleep with songs like Soldier Boy, and then the song from this movie was Your Time Hasn't Come Yet, Baby. You got a lot of dreams to go. Your time hasn't come yet, baby. Or when it does, your heart will know. Lovely song. Anyway, next movie. Next soundtracks. So none of these here had soundtrack albums, but they had EPs and singles, and they are Live a Little, Love a Little, Charo, The Trouble with Girls, and Change of Habit. So again, all the songs from these movies back in the day when the movies were released and out and so forth. If you wanted to get any of these songs, you would only have to look for the Camden releases, or RCA International releases. What we call over here in the UK, we call them budget releases, really, because they're not rare to get hold of. You can get them anywhere practically. So albums like Come On Everybody, Almost in Love, Elvis has recorded songs from his movies, Burning Love and hits from his movies, Separate Ways. You know, it's like Separate Ways. You had side one, you had Always on My Mind, then the rest then were movie songs, although Old Shep was on there. Then you had side two which was Always on My... No, Separate Ways was on side one and Always on My Mind is side two. But then the rest of the songs then are from his albums. From his movies, from the soundtracks, films that didn't have soundtrack albums. So, that was the only way back then you could get them. So, I mean, this collection is great to have. Don't get me wrong. It truly is great to have. But I just wish they were in order. It's the only thing that bugs me. So, BMG, Sony, wake up. Oh, let me come and work for you, and I'll show you how it's done. I think I'm joking, but I'm actually being serious. So, this is really doing my nut in, this is. And this is the last CD I'm going to show you. And then we're going to have just a little chat about a few things that's coming up. Boom! So these are really good CDs. So I'm going to go backwards now because I'm going to put them back in order so I can take back into the house. Because the other thing to see about this den is I'm out in the garden. Alright? I'm out in the garden, at the bottom of the garden. And, yes, nice and private, nice and, I'm away from everybody. All I got to do now, because obviously for electrics, I've got an outdoor extension lead which I run down. And obviously I don't need to plug anything electric in right now, so I'm good. but things have been tested and used and make sure that everything's safe and so forth. Yeah, so I'm happy with it. I'll be happier when it's fully complete. But whenever I do a video, I got to bring everything from the house down and then afterwards take it up. So I might be very selective on how I do my videos and what I do. Because to be honest with you, I'm thinking about it now, thinking about maybe starting like a new chain of videos, like getting the albums, like I was saying before. And I was going to do a separate YouTube channel for that, but I've decided I'm going to continue with this one. I'm not going to have a second one because I've already got a second one, but I don't use it for videos like this. And my second YouTube channel is Great Movies on TV, which is where I upload different TV programs, rare films, and so forth. You know, and it's going to just be a general mix of everything. But I'm not. I should upload on it more often, but it's like every few weeks I'll put something up on there. Anyway, so I'm focusing on this channel, and I'm going to start doing album reviews, like starting with his first album, Elvis Presley. We'll start off with that. We'll talk about the songs on there. We'll talk about the releases, and we'll talk about how some of the songs were recorded, the producers. We will talk about any issues during the recording sessions. We'll talk pretty much everything about that one album. So it's going to be an interesting series, basically. And I'm going to start that when this is fully complete. Like right now, behind me here, you can't see anything because I got nothing there yet. I mean, I've still got things to put on me. Look at this. Look at this. Now, this is something I had in the other house, my old house, but I never had this up. Now, I love anything to do with Yoloa. Well, I love anything to do with Elvis. Check that out. Check that carved wood out. It is absolutely stunning. You know, absolutely stunning. Now, I'm very, very picky on what I collect or what I buy when it comes to Elvis, but, you know, this was just a must. I couldn't leave this there, and it was the only one in the store. And I bought this in Cwmbran, a place here in South Wales, UK. I'm saying that because I know a lot of my subscribers and people who watch from overseas in the US and different countries around the world. So, which I thank you for. So this is absolutely gorgeous, but I never had it up, never. So that's got to go somewhere. And then I bought this then off of a friend. Actually, a friend of my wife's had this, and saw it up for sale, and we become friends because she's a big Elvis fan as well. Absolutely gorgeous picture of Elvis and Priscilla there. And just for the record, no hating on Priscilla, okay? Because I've shown that picture. Any hating on Priscilla, you'll be removed, blocked. Comments will be removed. I don't tolerate stuff like that. Okay, let's keep it positive. Let's keep it happy, you know? So yeah, that's basically what my plan is to do those kind of videos where we go into depth. And then we're going to get serious. Yeah. I like that. So a lot of you have been sending me emails about different videos, and I will get around to doing them all. Now we've got this den. I'm waiting, like I said, I'm waiting on some results. I'm not gonna go into it type thing, but I mean my doctor's not worried. Ain't that right, Doc? I can't believe you found my YouTube channel. But coolio. So yes, I'm looking forward to getting into doing these videos. It'll be something different because I've looked at other YouTube channels and other videos and thinking, well, there's loads of fantastic YouTube channels out there. Like my good friend Mark at 100% Elvis, his reviews are absolutely amazing, and his videos is amazing, and Mark's amazing as well. Really nice guy. And in fact, he helped me out big time by sending me an album that I didn't have. So, Mark, if you're watching this, hope you're well, buddy, and we'll have to catch up soon. Some fantastic videos out there, and I just thought, well, there isn't one where they are going from the very beginning right up. And in fact, I'm not actually going to start on his first album, because there's a few things before his first album that I think should be done first. So yeah, some exciting times ahead really with the videos, and I'm going to schedule them in. I'm most probably going to be doing one a fortnight, because my life is pretty hectic, absolutely hectic, and I don't really stop. But it's all good. It's all good, I guess. So yeah, I'm sorry that's all about the show today. It's not, like I said, it's not the video I originally planned for my first video in here. Oh, something I do want to mention quickly. Stop pointing. Sorry about that. It's rude of me. Since I put it up, many people have still been asking, when is this video going to come of this mega review on all the movies that has been made about Elvis. I saw it in the camera. It's probably because I got this door open. Because at the moment, I don't have a handle or anything on this side to close the thing. That's one of the things that's got to get sorted out. So anyway, yeah, I will be doing that video. But I'm waiting at the moment because I've had an idea. Now, this video that I'm going to be doing with a review of all the movies that has been made about Elvis and his life, there are going to be a lot of people who are not going to like what I'm going to say. But I've got to be honest, I say it as it is. I hold nothing back. And anybody who doubts what I say can go and Google it, can go and, well, I say Google it. Some of the things ain't even on Google really, and half the stuff not true. Go and do your studying, go and do your homework, because certain events that have happened in Elvis's life, I've always said I don't know everything about Elvis, right? I'm still studying, but I've studied him since I was 4 years old, and I always say I may not know everything, but I know what I've studied, and I've studied a lot in my time. For me, Elvis is a passion, a deep passion which I hold very close to my life. Besides my family, of course, because my family are number one. They're everything to me, everything. So yeah, every movie that comes out, every movie that I've ever watched, if it's for the first time I've watched it, I'm like this. So the whole thing, I can't blink. I try not to, and it's like my eyes are in. Okay, quick one. And then after a while, okay, quick one. So that's how I am. And I pay attention to every aspect of that movie or documentary of what I'm watching. Some of the documentaries that have come out in recent years, I'm like, I'm going to say, what year are we in? You mean to tell me you can't find that out? Okay, that did happen, but it didn't happen like you're saying. That didn't happen like that. That's been described now. And I'm always like that. So with every Elvis movie, or every movie that's been made about Elvis, I'm like, wrong, because that's the wrong year. That song wasn't recorded by Elvis until that time. He never performed it till that time, so that's wrong. I'm like that. I'm like a boom. I'm like a bullet. You know what I mean? From a 45 automatic, bang, straight. You know what I mean? So yeah, that video is going to be a long video. I don't know whether I should do it film by film, because there's a lot of information about each movie. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. Do it movie by movie. I'll do them first. And they're going to be intense, boy, I tell you. I'll do that first, and then I'll get on to the albums. So yeah. But if you want honesty, then you come to the right place. Because everything I say, you can Google, you can research yourself. It's like some of the posts I see on Facebook about certain films and everything. I'm like, oh, do you really have a clue? You know, there's a lot of things that's also done by AI now as well, which are very misleading especially for the younger generation that's getting into Elvis now. I mean, there's it's like recordings done by AI. This is Elvis Presley lost recording and stuff like that. And you're like, are you for real? I mean, the only thing I really like about the AI things is what they did with Poor Man's Gold. They completed the song using Elvis' actual voice and the lyrics and so forth. I think with stuff like that, yes, it's done and used appropriately, but making out that Elvis sung like "Country Roads," take me home, country roads. Even saying if he were to sing it, or if he did record it, it would be like this. Well, no, because it doesn't even sound like him. The phrasing's wrong, and there are many other things wrong. It's just, it's not right. So maybe we'll do a video on that at some point. Watch out, because I'm gonna be a mean mother. Yeah. So I'll end this year, and I will look forward to doing my next video. So until then, please take care of yourselves. Keep well. Keep safe. God bless you.